Alright, so I just got around to seeing Moana 2 because theaters have been packed and it's been hard to get into showings in decent enough seats. But I got in, and I've got to say that it's a mixed bag. I think that this movie is fun and rewatchable, but like, it's not as good as the first one. The story is significantly weaker for multiple reasons, and that is mostly due to the fact that this was originally planned to be a Disney Plus original TV show. It was supposed to be a show. And it really feels like a show as like certain it feels like they filmed the show and then they started cutting up the show into this movie, and so they cut out like some subplots and like character moments because this movie starts off introducing you to so many characters, and they highlight them so obviously that in a TV show you'd be like, oh, okay, so these guys are going to go on the journey with us and we're going to learn more about them. But in the movie, it's just there, and it feels out of place because, and the whole character things, they feel out of place because they barely do anything. And narratively, we don't get to know them either, so like, what? And not to mention that every, like, once in a while, it just felt like an episode ended and the next one began because they would go completely different ways. Like, the Maui stuff at the beginning of the movie felt like they were side episodes. Like, an episode would start off or end with that, and then we'd go back to the main story. It's just so weird. It's so weirdly written story-wise. So I'm giving it a Hot Pocket score because, yeah, it's good, but if you keep rewatching it, you're going to realize, what? Why? How? But cinematics-wise, I think that the music is pretty good. It's not as, like, I like some of the songs better than I like some of the songs in the original, but, like, the two big songs from this movie, which I'm going to presume is the rock song and the Oli Cravalho song. I butchered that name and I'm so sorry. Yeah, those two songs are not as good as in the first one. The first one had better for them, and it's a little disappointing, but it's still solid enough. I'm gonna give it a hand grenade score here because I'm gonna be honest, I do kind of remember the soundtrack a little bit more than the previous one, and I watched both of them today. Yeah. Continuing directing, I thought it was pretty well directed, but as mentioned earlier, like, too many things. Like, clearly this probably could have worked better as the TV show, but that the fact that they re-edited this into a movie probably means that there was a lot of filler that was unnecessary, which means they had a good idea but no way to execute the idea. That is what I think I'm figuring out about this movie. But, like, interesting enough. But I'll give a hand grenade score because he did the best he could do. The director did the best he can do. Yeah. It's a weird world to be in. Who is even the director? Yeah. They did the best they can do because there's 3 of them. But yeah. Hand grenade. And voice acting, they did their jobs. Like mentioned earlier, Ali and The Rock, they did well with their roles. Everyone else was kind of forgettable. The kid sister really had the voice to match the energy that they animated her in, and like the design, very cute. I love it. But yeah, it's just a slightly weaker version of the first one, except sets up way too much. Like, they are sequel baiting hard. But yeah, I'll still give them a hand grenade score. Yeah, all in all, I'm gonna say that this is a certified hand grenade movie. Not the most explosive, but still a good watch that you can turn on in the background. But like, the first one is still a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts on Moana 2, subscribe if you haven't already, and other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.